Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are on a madness, absolute madness. We're about to sign another player. Get ready. This is going to be exciting. All right. Here we go. Back again on the other side of the coin. Goalkeepers everywhere. Goalkeepers in my underwear. No. Look, ladies and gentlemen, goalkeepers, that's all we seem to be doing at the moment. Exclusive. Understand Chelsea have agreed a fee with Southampton for goalkeeper Eddie Beach. Several clubs interested, but Chelsea have won the race. What's going on? What is our fascination to get all these goalkeepers, man? GKs, it's like cryptocurrency or something. They're going hot. Get in on the stocks right now. Invest for the future. It's quite incredible. We are close to getting Gabriel Salina, as was reported a couple of days ago. Now we're getting this particular 17-year-old, 18-year-old, something like that, Eddie Beach from Southampton. Once again, it's not going to be Mendy's backup, but I just don't understand the reasoning behind getting all these goalkeepers. They keep saying one for the future. But it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I'll start off with this before we go into the whole Romelu Lukaku situation. Welcome to the other side of the coin, as I always like to say in my intro. And now welcome to all these transfer news bonanza. So let's get it going, ladies and gentlemen. First up, Thomas Tuchel does not see Romelu Lukaku as part of his plans, and Chelsea new owners are ready to back the head coach. Look, this Romelu Lukaku saga is hopefully coming to an end. Apparently, there's been some good conversations between Chelsea and Inter Milan, and we are getting closer and closer to agreeing a particular loan fee and hopefully down the track a buy option, because there's no way we would want this player to come back, and there's no way this player wants to come back to us. It's been an absolute disaster, a nightmare, and I hope we all can come out of this nightmare very, very soon. Official talks open between Chelsea and Inter for Lukaku. It's hoped there could be an agreement by the end of the week. Inter Milan held talks with Todd Bowley on Monday, with Romelu Lukaku's representative featuring on call. Matt Law from Telegraph Football. So look, official talks have already started with Lukaku and Inter Milan. It's hoped that there could be an agreement by the end of the week. Hopefully by the end of next week. This week is kind of coming to an end, so hopefully by the end of next week we can have a good news. And this is a good news, I have to admit. Letting go of this player is one of the most positive things that we can do in this transfer window. I kid you not, this guy's a virus. He needs to leave. Breaking: Chelsea will accept 10 million from Inter for Lukaku's loan. Inter are offering 7 million. Chelsea wanted to include a player, but Inter refused to include Skriniar, Bastoni, or Dumfries. So, look, I'm okay with that. Like, we've got other targets in regards to CB. We've got Koulibaly that we're very, very linked with, extremely linked with. Hopefully, we get that over the board. Bastoni, I wouldn't mind, 100%. Skriniar, I wouldn't mind either, but he's more of a right-sided player, and we're neck deep with Jules Koundé. So, and Dumfries, I don't necessarily rate him. Some may for that right side as a Reece James backup, but I'd rather go with Serginho Dest, someone who's younger. Not that Dumfries is heaps old or anything like that, but it seems to be just pace and power. I need someone with a little bit more technicality, and Serginho Dest is that. And we can possibly do something with Barcelona, knowing they're interested with Azpilicueta and Alonso. So we should probably try and entertain that, because we can get rid of some of our players and accommodate for that. I don't see any reason why we should be looking into any of these swaps. Let's just do the Lukaku deal clean. Okay, according to La Repubblica, Inter defender Stefan De Vrij and Alessandro Bastoni are of interest to Chelsea as part of the Romelu Lukaku deal. It stated that Chelsea demand Bastoni as part of the negotiation. Out of all the players that's been rumored, this is probably the one that I would go with, Bastoni. He's a very, very good left-sided defender, and for me, this would make sense. But Inter Milan doesn't want to get rid of Bastoni one bit. So for me, I would go with Bastoni, but they don't want to get rid of Bastoni. They like him. Bastoni wants to stay as well. His agent came out recently saying that. So don't think this will happen. And as I said, I'm okay with all of this. Chelsea are especially keen on Inter Milan's Denzel Dumfries, but the Serie A side have made it clear that he's not up for sale. Absolutely okay. Absolutely okay if he's not up for sale. I don't know if we're really, really keen on this particular player, but it is what it is. We'll see how the transfer window shapes up. I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea makes some sort of a deal like this in order to get the Lukaku situation over the line, but I'm okay if this doesn't happen, absolutely, because Serginho Dest, as I said, is my man. The preference to replace Lukaku appears to be on inside forwards or high-energy pressing attackers, with Man City duo Raheem Sterling and Gabriel Jesus being considered alongside Red Bull Leipzig, Christopher Nkunku. So look, seems like we have learned something from the Lukaku situation. I'm glad we did. Thomas Tuchel was playing with the fluid front three in his first season when he joined, that half season when we won the Champions League, playing with Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, every now and then Pulisic as well, Ziyech. It was a bit of a surprise for all of us that we went for someone like Lukaku, knowing that he's not going to give us that fluidity. Did we think about perhaps changing our style a little bit? I don't know. Did we think that he was going to adapt? Maybe we did, which was probably not the right way to think about. But now we seem to go back to the roots, how we want our style to be up front. That's what we linked with Raheem Sterling, Gabriel Jesus, and Nkunku. I mean, look, a lot of you guys prefer Nkunku more than Raheem Sterling, which is absolutely fine. Nkunku apparently has done very well. I didn't watch any of the Nations League matches, but he has apparently done very well, and he's obviously had a very good season at Leipzig. So I wouldn't be against Nkunku. High pressing forwards. This is what we're looking for, and all of those players are absolutely high pressing forwards, which means we're gonna be trying to play with a high line and try and win the ball up front and try and create chaos up front. Chelsea don't appear keen to follow up on their historic interest in Robert Lewandowski this summer, and I think this goes side by side with that high pressing forward. Lewandowski simply would not fit that particular situation. So for me, this is probably why we're not after Robert Lewandowski heavily. On top of that, at the end of the day, Robert Lewandowski is looking to go to Barcelona. I think Barcelona are going to do their level best to make this happen. Yes, they're financially in the mud, but they are going to try and clear out a lot of players to open up the spot for Robert Lewandowski. I think Frankie de Jong isn't leaving. Dani Alves has left. His contract has finished, so those wages, and they could probably see many more leave to accommodate for Robert Lewandowski. So, yeah, as I said, it's probably another reason why we're not going with Robert Lewandowski, knowing that his pressing style. I just thought, if we want a fox in the box, if we want someone who's going to be clinical inside the box, and then Lewandowski is more than that. I know that technically in tight spaces is always fantastic. But if you want someone to be in the middle and we provide all the service, perfect player. But if that's not how we're going to play, that's absolutely fine. If we want someone who needs to press and be part of the entire play, I think it's probably better suited to stay away from Lewandowski, knowing his age as well. Barcelona boss Xavi Hernandez wants to sign Chelsea target Jules Koundé, and the club have met with his representative. However, it is very complicated due to Barcelona's economic situation. As it stands, a move to the Premier League is more likely. This is from Martin Morata. Look, Jules Koundé has already had personal terms agreed with Chelsea Football Club. Like, he's coming to Chelsea. There's no doubt about that. If we stuff this one up, I mean, forget it. Absolutely forget it. So for me, I'm not worried about the Jules Koundé situation. And Barcelona, they can never do this particular deal. Really, they can't do this deal. They're looking, how are they even going to get Christensen, Frank Kessié, Alonso, Azpilicueta, Lewandowski before they even think about someone like Jules Koundé? So forget about that 100%. And here we are finally back again with this goalkeeper situation. Let me know how you guys feel about this goalkeeper stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Beach, exclusive. Understand Chelsea have agreed a fee with Southampton for goalkeeper Eddie Beach. Several clubs interested, but Chelsea have won the race. Wow. Gabriel Salina is another one that we've won the race against Real Madrid. The signing of Eddie Beach doesn't dampen Chelsea's desire to complete a deal for Chicago Fire's Gabriel Salina, despite the similar age profiles. We're doing a madness with these goalkeepers. All we want is goalkeepers, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know how you feel about all of this, man. Honestly, I would love to know about your thoughts on the goalkeepers. It's like we don't have any other positions to worry about. Toboli has hinted towards more rewards for season ticket holders, revenue opportunities from sports gambling, better player marketing, data analysis-based signings for Chelsea in the interview held today in Germany, which is great. Look, I want to see some of these data analysis signings, man, because so far, I don't think much of the data is actually being used. So we'll see. We'll see what's happening in regards to this. In regards to season ticket holders, look, I've seen some of the tweets online, and apparently they're not entirely happy with the discounts. Apparently, it's not making too much of a difference. Revenue opportunities with sports gambling. Look, he's a businessman. I'm sure he's going to find other ways to make some money at Chelsea Football Club, and hopefully the money can go to some good use for the football club. At the end of the day, we need stadium renovation, upgrades needed there. Obviously, we need budget for transfers and whatnot. So yeah, look, hopefully he can do all of that. He's got a massive project up in his hand for Chelsea Football Club. Ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much wraps us up. It's been heavily in regards to Romelu Lukaku. How do you feel about this situation? Are you happy that this is hopefully coming to an end? The nightmare is coming to an end. Do you want any of the Inter Milan players, or are you happy to just do a clean, loan option, but buy at the end of it, and then we look for our players, elsewhere? Let me know how you thought, how you feeling about all of this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys for another live session sometime tomorrow morning. Until then, take care and